Alright, hey guys, this is Joby. How's it going? Part 2 of the 3-game set. We have the blue Zerg player Nerchio in the bottom left, and in the top right we have the red Terran mouzStrelok. Now, what I actually learned about Nerchio that I didn't know right when I first started doing this best of 3, so well, I guess 3-game set, is that Nerchio actually played random. And I learned that I think 2 days ago, and that means he pretty much automatically gets 15 or 16 cool points from me. Because I don't know, it takes a lot to play random, especially at a high competitive level like against the Moose clan. That's just, well, apparently I paused it there for a second, but I don't think that's a big issue. It takes a lot to play random. I mean, because that's 3 times or more. That's 3 times or more stuff that you have to learn. And I don't know, pretty exciting to me. Looks like we got pretty standard builds at 11 supply. We got the supply depot going down from the Terran player. Probably an overlord popping out right now. Yep, so I mean pretty standard so far. 3 drones on the way. It's gonna be interesting to see how the Zerg player goes, because as I said in the last cast, I am a Zerg player, so it's always nice for me to see replays of other Zerg players. Especially one that plays random, who understands the other races better than I do. But anyways, looks like he's gonna have a barracks on the way here. Probably. I'm not sure where he's actually putting that. Wow. That's a weird kind of... I don't know why he's doing that. I actually have never seen this barracks placement before. And then, maybe some sort of a... I actually have no idea why he'd be putting these barracks down here, because it's pretty imperative that he's getting to it. Maybe some 2 racks pressure with a fast expand is the only thing I can think. But then again, as I said, I'm not too good at StarCraft, but who knows. Anyways, nobody's scouted yet, actually. The Overlord is trying to get in position, but they're obviously not that fast. Spawning pool going down, almost done for the Zerg player as well as gas. Let's see, the Terran player has not actually gone for his gas, so that makes me think even more. We're gonna have some 2 racks marine pressure, probably. I don't know, I'm surprised he isn't getting the gas for stim though, but I don't know. Finally got a scout going for the Terran player. Still no scout for the Zerg player, and I find that kind of weird, because I guess, this Overlord actually will see those barracks. So that's probably, I don't know, it's going to fool the Terran player a little bit. Let's see, so what is the Terran player going to see? It's not actually going to see too much. As of right now, he just has, especially because these Zerglings are out. He's got the spawning pool, gas, and looks like he's about to expand. Extremely standard play. Good supply depot there to see what's happening at these rocks. Let's see, 3 Marines out. Armies A. Alright, so see, the blue player has 50 resources, just built that hatchery. Pretty much standard production. Another hatchery on the way. Speed coming out for the Zerglings, and a couple more Marines popping up for the Terran player, as well as a supply depot and an SCV. So nothing too special. Queen's just getting out for the Zerg player here, as well as a Roach Warren. That's pretty big. Let's see. APM. I wonder what the APM is at right now. Alright, looks like our Zerg player is at about 200 APM and the Terran player is at about 150, roughly. Alright, so here's the bunker play that I actually wasn't expecting. Good thing from the Terran player. I mean, I know I definitely, as a Zerg player, do not like to deal with that. I mean, he lost that hatchery, so the Zerg player's going to be way behind now. I wouldn't be surprised if this game's over pretty quick, but Roaches can do some pretty amazing things. Let's see, the Queen's maybe popping out a little bit of creep here. I'm not too sure. Let's see. He's got a spine crawler going up, no surprise. Alright. Let's see. 4 Roaches on the way, as well as Speed's just finishing, so that's going to definitely help getting those surrounds. But, good move there. 2 more barracks on the way. Those are probably just going down in his main. As well as 3 Marines just sitting back here. Not sure what they're doing. Alright, with that creep spread, the spine crawler is going to be really able to poke away at that bunker pretty soon. I think he should be able to get it out of range. I wouldn't, especially with this new creep tumor, that should be, that's really the way to deal with this. Alright, so 4 Roaches, a couple Speedlings. I'm assuming he's going to wait for a few more Roaches and maybe a couple more Speedlings before he pushes. He should do it pretty quick though, because Stim is now researching for the Terran player. But it looks like this spine crawler will be able to get, yeah, this is good from the Zerg player. Good approach, way to not panic and deal with this how he's supposed to. Should be popping those Marines up pretty soon. There he goes. So walling off for the Terran player. That way the Zerg won't be able to put incredible pressure right after. Yeah, there goes the bunker. Good way to deal with it. Get some early creep out there and get a spine crawler to deal with that. Alright, so we got 1 roach and 10 zerglings on the way for the Zerg player, as well as 4 marines, combat shields, and stim, all coming at the same time. So, I mean, I think it's personally a good idea for this Zerg player to start pushing right now while he doesn't have that many. They're about even in supply. The Zerg player does have about 3 more supply than the Terran player, but that could just be because of drones. Let's see. Units. Sorry, I don't know that button. Actually, no. The 1 mule and 25 SCVs for the Terran player. 18 drones. That's it. 19 now for the Zerg player, which is actually pretty surprising. That means the Terran player has quite the economic advantage. Alright, production tab. Stim and combat shields are almost done, and the Zerg player lost. I don't know, he didn't actually lose that much, not as much as I thought anyways. But those roaches, they will be able to see the high ground. Let's see what he's got on the way. He's just got more speedlings on the way, which they are nice, but they aren't going to break this. Let's see, I wonder if he has a... No, I'm not sure if he's thinking banelings. I don't know what he's thinking right now. I mean, because maybe just out macro, put down that second hatchery. I got to think that's what he's trying to do and just contain the Terran player. But we'll just have to see, because the Terran player is getting a pretty scary army, especially now with combat shields and stim. But taking out that tech lab, that was big there. Good move by the Zerg player. Alright, so nothing, just 3 drones. He's macroing up, and let's see what he's got. Glial reconstitute. I have no idea what that is. Whether or not that makes me bad, I don't know. But maybe that's the Zergling attack speed. That's what I gotta think. No, that's adrenal glands. I don't. Oh, that's roach speed. There we go. That's a Zerg play. Probably is bad that I don't know that. But oh well. Anyways, got the roaches just retreating here, and some more spine crawl, or just the spine crawlers moving. I wouldn't be surprised to see if he got a couple more down. But he does have quite a few broaches, so he should be able to hold off whatever comes his way. We got some spectators leaving the game here. Alright, this is all going to come down to macro. If the couple Zergling... Terran player's macroing really well. He's got... Nerchio is going to have to pull off the drones. But, I mean, Stim, Marine, and Marauder is just going to tear through that. I don't know what the Zerg player can do anymore. I think we should probably see a GG reasonably soon. That's my guess anyways. Alright, Stim once again. They are getting pretty soft. But, you know, they do way too much DPS. They're still Stim, so they'll be able to easily take out that spine crawler without any losses, actually. Looks like the GG is probably going to be coming pretty soon. I can't think of anything the Zerg player can really do. I mean, he does have 4 more larvae coming out, but he doesn't have a queen to inject anymore. So I think this game's pretty much over. Terran player's going to be able to just push up in his base now after he avoids these broodlings, and that should be the end of it, especially now that he can take out all these overlords. That means the Zerg player is probably going to end up being way behind on minerals, be supply blocked. Let's see, reinforcements coming from the Terran player. Yeah, I just think this game's over. There's not much Zerg can even do. Speedlings, some brooches. Not too much he can do. Just killing these overlords. Pretty boring to watch, but nothing is as fun as watching those overlords explode, I guess. Nerchio's complaining about Terran a little bit, but I do the same, so I can't really bitch at him for doing that because they are pretty strong. I'm kind of a Terran hater myself, but that's just because I'm a Zerg player, and everyone knows that ZvT is kind of it's a controversial matchup to say the least. Some people think that it's pretty imbalanced when it comes to just mainly ZvT, but 4 Zerglings are all that's on the way for our Zerg player right now. 2 Marines, a Medevac, and a Marauder are on the way, as well as these units here. So, you know, pretty sure the Terran player has this in the bag. Their APMs are actually really even. They're both kind of microing pretty hard right now, but they're average. They're both right around 150, 159, and 153 respectively. I'm surprised. That was some pretty good micro by the Zerg player to actually allow him to do that, but I just gotta think the game's over by now. I don't, especially with all this creep loss, the speedlings aren't going to be as fast as they should be. And I mean, he doesn't have any drones. He's got what? That was the wrong tab. He's got 8 drones to 26 SCVs. He doesn't have an expansion anymore. And the Terran player is just streaming in reinforcements. So, especially now that they're going to have that medevac to heal him from that stim, I just can't see the Zerg player coming back at all. Alright, I think this should be probably the final battle. Those stim Terran units are just too hard to deal with. There we go, there's the GG. This is Jubby, signing off. See you guys later.